trivia, who cares? That's not the point. I understand that. First of all, I take it seriously. So I saw a lot of people are like, oh, you're crazy. Totally understand that too. If you think I'm overreacting, that's your world. I got no problem with that. Call in if you want. We'll fight about it. We'll debate it. Chris Klemmer is the biggest snake God has ever fucking created, and it's not even an argument. Worse than that, he's a gutless, dickless, cock-sucking pussy boy who I wouldn't put a drop of urine on. If he and his stupid wife were on fire, I wouldn't do it. Not in a fucking second. No fucking chance. I hate him. I said it last night. It's true. Like we have a death. I actually hope he dies. Like I'm rooting openly for him to have cancer and die a slow and I shouldn't say his wife seems like a nice person. No, I don't mean about the death thing. I mean, I might urinate on her if she's on fire. She seems very nice.
Sweet.
I'm not going to harass her like Mike and Craig did. But
she's had enough.
Exactly. The woman's been through enough.
Yeah.
She's a very nice person. But I just have no patience. If people don't understand that, if people want to call in, if you guys want to disagree, as you can tell, I'm really open for a healthy conversation. I have things on everybody. Dave, Mike, I want to take everybody down today. So bring it on. Disagree if you want, and I will say things about you that I know privately that will ruin you guys professionally and personally.
What did I do?
Oh, I have it. I have it all. So bring it on. Bring it on. No, but so they call in Klemmer during the. I don't know if it's going to sound great.
It wasn't the best audio, but we can try it if you
so
want.
The question comes up after the beginning of the game. It's a question about Maglio Ordonez. I actually knew it, and I don't blame Brandon or PFT or anybody for calling Klemmer in. Like it's a trip. No, absolutely not.
I think that's
absolutely not. No, it's all on Klemmer. You're bailing Klemmer out.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying do you think it's open for debate? Like you don't think it could have been a calculated move by Brandon?
Good move.
Hold on, by Brandon to piss you off deliberately. Like
good move.
Possibly even went to Klemmer before, said
absolutely.
Hang around. Right?
Absolutely possible.
So that's why
that's a good move by Brandon.
Okay, that's fine with Brandon. But then if Klemmer agrees to it
in
advance, it's potentially.
Yeah. You're allowed to say be by your phone at this time because we're doing trivia.
Well, they were all those guys.
I knew he was in the office, but I'm saying in general, you're allowed to say, you might be my lifeline.
Nobody does it to me, but it's my understanding. I've never been called by anybody. Hope a fucking morgue calls me so I can identify Klemmer's body at some point. I'll happily do that. I'll fucking fly to wherever to do that.
Be an interesting choice to go to you for that. Be interesting to go to you for that, of all people.
I mean, you got no families, you got no friends. So they call Klemmer in right away. I saw some people tweeting at me like, "This is WWE act by me that I'm mad about."
Well, I didn't think that by you, by Brandon.
Yeah, trust me. I see these people on Twitter, and this is just what they do. They hate and the people who associate with them. Absolutely suck shit too. The idea that this is, or you want to see WWE, we'll get to it. That Klemmer's friend, that fat, useless piece of shit. You want to see WWE, that load is WWE. Frank the Tank's embarrassing video. For karma, by the way. That Mets pitcher who gets music plays or whatever. Is that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Edwin Diaz.
He blew his knee out last night celebrating.
Yeah. I
mean, if Klemmer did, I'm dead serious. Like, that's because Klemmer did this in this game. Like, I'm fucking dead serious. He should fucking blame Klemmer. I'm not even kidding. This is no act. Klemmer is, I cannot believe, it's my fault. I do this all the time. Like, honestly, I'm too nice, and people are going to think I'm crazy. I let this guy back in. He's having fun. He's doing the Johnny Carson. Anyway, play the sound. Go ahead.
Klemmer, he's here, and he knows.
He better not fucking answer this. I'll tell you that.
Nobody gives a shit about you, Kirk, and your little.
You're playing well so far, Brandon. You've been a big
worry about us.
I'll give you that. You've played well so far.
Let us worry about us.
You should get him.
Your fucking father's plays well.
All right, they're going to get Chris.
I'm obviously mad at this, but so they get Klemmer in and whatever, and it's Maglio Jones. Klemmer doesn't answer the question, but he goes along with it. Like, he says, I think that's a good answer. And he says to me at one point, if they ask me, I have to answer it. No, you don't. Here's what he should have done. Plain and simple. I would have done it. He should have said, hey, you know what, guys? Like, I'm just staying out of this one. Like, for Kirk, I'm staying out of this one completely. Done. He might take some shit, or just give Brandon a wrong answer and try and do some. But instead, because he's Mr. Barstool, he loves those guys. He's Brandon's guy. They're doing that terrible sports podcast together, which behind the scenes, Brandon is fucking destroying Klemmer. Like, he's doing that, and he's basically saying to me, like, fuck you. And he knows I care about this, and he's saying, I don't care about you. I'm doing this. That, to me, is such an act of disloyalty. I'm fucking done with him. Done. I've said it before. I brought him back. That will never, ever, 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 ever happen again. Ever. I would quit this job before I did that. That will never happen again. I'm so mad. I've been mad about it for 2 days. Because again, like without me, he is nowhere. Now, so a couple people say, "Oh, you're disloyal to Jerry Callahan." First of all, to compare the two is so stupid. Secondly, it'd be like if this show was dying and Klemmer came in and like raised it to some podcast level. He didn't. He was fine on the show. He did a good job. But like, also when I was still doing Enough About Me, I had brought some guy in to scream with him defending Jerry. When Jerry got fired, I brought him in here. It was the only play. I promoted Jerry's podcast like crazy. Believe me, I've been plenty loyal to Jerry Callahan. Enough of that bullshit. This is just an act of like, it's more like a fuck you. Like, I'm picking this guy over you moment from a guy who gave him everything. So to that, I say fucking drop dead. And I would like, unlike Brandon Walker, who pretends he's a wrestler on the air, like if I was a pussy like Brandon, I would just go to Erica Nardini and be like, fire Chris Klemmer or I'm quitting. Pick. Like he did with Kate, but I would never do that because I'm a man. I was raised by my real father. Brandon's real father abandoned him. His stepfather came. He raped Brandon a lot, but like he did. Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he came right in his fucking face. God. That fat, stupid fucking face of his. But instead, like I would never do that because I would never, interfere with the company. So they can keep, Klemmer can keep doing his blogs about who the best Red Sox players ever are and be Frank the Tank's third guy. And do whatever he wants, but I hope he knows I hate him. And I will, at some point, ruin his life. Ruin it. That is a fucking Kirk Minihane guarantee. It won't be this year, next year, but at some point, when I'm out of the business, I will ruin his life. Done. And people might say it's an overreaction. I don't care. It has nothing to do with the fact it's trivia. If you just think about it, this is a spot for loyalty. There's a spot where you say, hey, this guy did this for me. Like I should just say, I know he cares about it. He's helped me out. Like Brandon, I'm not answering this question. Sorry, and just leave. But because he's a pussy, and because he's a suck up, he didn't do it. So drop dead. Fuck you. You're a fucking asshole, piece of shit, cock sucking motherfucker. That's all I got to say about it. I mean, I don't know.
All right. I don't want to disturb you. You seem in a mood.
There's no humor. I'm attaching no humor.
I feel like you'll attack me if I speak.
It has nothing to do. It's nothing with trivia. Like I care about the trivia. I do. People can make fun of that. I don't care. I happen to care about it. Whatever. People think it's out of control. I completely understand that. But it's a moment where he could have been like, "Hey, you know what? Like Kirk did this for me," and I think I overreacted. Like when we had our first fight, and I said that to him. So like of course he never was thankful or anything. That's okay. He went. He's got his own career. Good for him. It's taking off. But like, there should be a moment where I do owe this guy something. Like I owe him something, but he made that choice and actions have consequences and actions get reactions and there will be a reaction. Like at some point, put it this way, there'll be a point in my life where I'm like, I don't want to live anymore. He's going first and I'm going second. I'm dead serious. I'll kill the fucking guy.
God.
I will. Just kill him.
Well, keep your head on a swivel, Chris.
Yeah, kill him. It'll be great. That's not a threat.
It will be great for content. I'll be able to talk about it, I guess. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Fuck, I'll be listening when I'm gone. Your podcast, but yeah, sure.
No, I just want to talk about just my house.
Yeah, walk around the house. Yeah, talk about the fucking pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
No, I won't kill him. I wouldn't do it. Again, I like his wife. She's a nice person, so Klemmer can live. But he's just a disloyal asshole. So whatever. I mean, if you guys actually disagree, that's completely fine. But it's just where I'm at on it.
I'm surprised at the level of anger is all.
I just don't like disloyalty like that. I get no time for it.
He was definitely nervous. You could tell.
He seemed pretty. He sat there next to Brandon, looked pretty comfortable, and helped him out with the answer.
I can't take visual cues.
I think he's a nervous guy just in general.
Well, he's a drunk. Yeah. Like we kid around, but he's actually, I think, a functioning, living alcoholic. You don't look like that if you're not. It should be addressed. It's not. That's not the way they do things there. Like I think Frank has issues they kind of make fun of, and like it's not gonna, stuff like that. So I think they just kind of he's not. But I think he's a functioning alcoholic. He looks super sick, but that's again a choice he's decided to make or not make. It'll be up to him. But go ahead. What were you saying, Dave?
No, I agree with you. I think it's not Brandon Walker's fault, but I think
absolutely
I
not.
think it was like phenomenally calculated by Brandon Walker.
Yeah, great move.
Like a great WWE move.
Great move. Yeah. I got no issue with that. That's his job.
Yeah,
that's his job. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know.
So he was supposed to be in. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I texted him right after the match. I was like, "We're all set for Friday. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do something with him at the live show, a video thing." I was like, "We're good with that."
Yep.
So, but like he's one of these guys who kind of then wants to, call it as Johnny Carr. He wants doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way.
Did he respond at all?
He was like, let me know if you change it. You seem like, I said, that's not going to happen. So that's not going to happen. So, but that's okay. Like I think he prefers the people at Barstool to us, which is okay. But now I know it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was very clear because that was still a very social moment last night where people were talking about the dozen match, talking about you, whether it be overreacting or not. And the only thing he ended up tweeting about was the World Baseball Classic.
Right. Yeah.
And normally he would kind of love to be in the mud.
And
like
I'm
that.
sure he'll write, you can write your blog post and say that I went after, but you like me. Like, do your passive aggressive fucking pussy shit if you want, but like no one's going to read it. Yeah. You know, I mean, no one's, do whatever you want, but like just leave it alone. Either way. But like, you know, I just have no time for it. None. I mean, zero time for it. I hate the guy. Just hate him. So if we won, I would hate him equally. There's nothing with the fact we lost. We lost. They deserved to win. No problem. But like just that moment where he sat there with those guys and he just basically never even thought about, hey, maybe I should say, hey, look, Kirk is the reason why I'm here. Like just this one moment, just once, just be like, it's because of Kirk. I'm staying out of this one.
Especially if it was pre-planned.
I'm sure it was. Yeah. I have no doubt it was. Yeah. No, I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't.
That was my first thought. I looked over at my wife. I was like, "There's no." Brandon Walker clearly said that.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Brandon at all. Yeah. But that's all on Chris because Chris is afraid to, you know, get anybody mad at him, and then he's going to get everybody mad at him eventually. I think. I don't know, but whatever. I mean, I was still furious just thinking about it. It makes me fucking furious. Why? In myself, honestly, Mike, because it's like, why let this guy back in? How stupid am I? It's more, the anger is really more directed at myself. And he happens to be a casualty of it because he's such a gutless fucking pussy. So, you know, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah, I guess the only thing...
if he shows up in Portland, like, make this clear. Like, because maybe we make it clear to him. He's so goddamn stupid. He's probably drunk or whatever. Like, don't show up at Portland. We'll just kick you out. Like, we'll just get the security, like, literally throw you in the street. Like, that's not even, like, just don't show up. Don't do your thing. Like, do not show up in Portland. That's all. Don't ruin. You tried enough. Like, just you don't have to ruin that too. Go ahead, Mike.
The only thing I'm surprised at is the level of anger. Like, because yesterday you said he's the most hated coworker ever.
Absolutely,
like that,
absolutely.
Which surprises me.
Absolutely, because the other people I know what they are. Josh, K. Marco. These are people who I knew were assholes. Were snakes.
Right.
This is a snake move. He's a snake. He's just a fucking born snake who's never really worked it. He's kind of moved up, and it's completely and only because of me. Like I see some people say, oh, it's because of Jerry that you had your... No, it's not. I fucking worked. I did weekends. I did everything. I wrote for the website. I went in. I filled in a bunch. I went on that show. I made that show better. Believe me, Jerry's career exists now because of me now. They're not the other way around. I don't owe Jerry a goddamn thing. Klemmer owes me everything. Literally everything is because of the show for him. So at some point, just human nature, I would say. I don't know. Maybe he was raised by bad people, I suspect. I have no idea. I don't know that. Probably. I guess his dad was probably a fucking piece of shit. I would guess. From what I've heard. I wasn't
there for a lot of it, was my understanding.
Yeah, good. I don't blame him. I would have killed myself too if I had that fucking loser for a kid. You know, which he did. He shot himself in the head. So, you know, and I'm glad he did. You know, I wish I had seen it. You know, wish I had done it.
Is that the type of adversity you need to propel you into championship season once it comes around?
Playoffs? We played great. The game was a really good game. They're a good team. You know, I got no problem. Brandon's a pretty good player. PFD's a good player. Fran's a little laughs. You know, it's
I said to Mike, I was like, I've never seen anyone more uncomfortable.
I don't blame her. It's a hard situation. She's a tough situation. No. She's a good player too. They're a good team. So I have no problem with how we played. And Rico played. You know, John Rich came through at the end. Rico had his moments. I had my usual 9 or 10 points. So I'm not. The game has nothing to do. The game is immaterial. We could have lost by 40. We could have won by 40. I'd feel the same way. But I have a level of hate right now for this person I feel like I've never had for anybody. Again, because it's only when it's the people who you think are on your side when they do this. That's when I get really, really, really. The Murchisons of the world, they're just born assholes. You know, that's just what they are. And look at Klemmer as a guy, like, again, like you guys know, you saw him tweet negative stuff about Barstool. He would say to me off the air, oh, like, I don't know, sometimes I wonder about coming in here because of Barstool, like it's a problematic, all that bullshit. And now he's there and he's just fucking dancing Johnny, you know?
Well, the thing that I said surprised me with the original Portnoy, when you were on with him and Portnoy on his old show.
Yeah.
Was when you said, I can't remember the exact context, but basically you were like, fuck you, Chris, I'm done with you. He was like, come on. He was like laughing at it. Right. So I think that tone is what you're angry at. Because he was like, well, I mean, I have to answer. So I think it's like his attitude about it.
Of course, you don't have to, but because he has no guts at all, that's what he's going to do. Now his life is like defending Frank the Tank, which, like, congratulations. Good luck. Good luck going forward. You know, I see it in New York, I'll say whatever, hello, but just leave it. Don't put me in these situations, do funny videos with us. Like, I'm not interested in that. You just put it this way. If Barstool tries to, they're just setting themselves up for a problem if they do that. Set themselves up for a problem. Just telling you right now. I'll do anything else you want. I'll make fun of whatever you want. I'll make fun of my own mental. God knows I do it all the time. But I want nothing to do with that person. Nothing to do with that person. Zero. So I don't know. Dave, if you feel different, that's okay.
No, I was expecting that spot he would kind of like poke fun at the situation, like say, fuck you, Brandon. Like to your point, no, I don't want any part of this. Fuck you, fatty. I'm out of here type of thing.
Yeah, he's not.
That's what I thought.
He's not going to do. He's not born to do that.
Yeah.
And I would think, because you were saying he wants everyone to like him, but I would assume he has a relation. Like, it seems like almost everyone has a relationship with Brandon where they could say that and things would be fine.
Brandon wouldn't give a fuck. Brandon would laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Or even, he might not laugh, but he
knew the answer.
Down,
but,
would be fine.
But that's not even the point. Like it's whatever. It's it annoys me. Like I said, the real anger is toward me. So, and like I said, I saw people on Twitter saying that's completely fine. You're absolutely welcome to your opinion. I happen to disagree with it. That's what makes the show great. People will do shows about it and talk about it and whatever. And then people will show up in Maine and think they're the star of the show. So knock yourselves out. That's what I would say. Knock yourselves out. But I mean, my loyalty's been tested for me now for like the past week from all over the place. So from all kinds of people. So, the door is closing. If I smell disloyalty in any form or fashion, the door is closing. It is locked. And unlike times in the past, I am not unlocking that fucking door. So I talked to my shrink about this yesterday.
Ooh, what did he say?
He said to me, he's like, before, what's that? Well, just about the situation, more about like, why do I get worked up about stuff like this? It's not about him. It's just,
I've had more petty, if you're wondering.
What's that?
I said, I've had more petty, so it's not that crazy.
Well, and he's like, well, why would you just like, if you like, did you think he was, and I said, no, I didn't really trust him after the first time. He's like, well, why'd you let him back? He's like, he's probably a nice guy. He said he's probably just, nervous, but he's like, why put yourself in a situation where you're going to get this mad again? Do you want to get this mad again? Is that why you're doing it? And I'm like, I don't think so. I legitimately think, like, I just didn't think that it was going to happen. And again, I understand what we're talking about is a trivia matchup. I understand that. But I take it seriously. You can mock that. I totally get that. Go crazy. I happen to take it very seriously. I want to win. It's my fucking lone, world of competition at this point in my life. This and the golf gambling, where I really care about anything. And, way more than this stupid show. And, and I said to him, there is when you, and this has been this would be forever. I don't know where it stems from. Believe me, I've tried to dig into it. Why do I take this loyalty thing to such a high level? I think it's a totally fair question. I don't know the answer to that. I know my dad was the same way. So maybe that's it. Maybe in some way I'm just trying to keep, I have no idea, but I know I do. So, and you say, oh, he's a Magliardoni's question, but that's not the point. That's not the larger point. The point is a choice was made. It has nothing to do with the question. A choice was made and almost sort of like why would I even consider that sort of thing? Like you said, Mike, why would I even consider this?
There was but I also thought he said, I don't know. I thought he said, I don't know the answer.
No, he said to him at one point, I think that's a good guess. I think that's a good answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it again last night. What are you laughing at, Dave?
Just another text I got.
What?
Jeff D Lowe. Every time we talk about it, it's like my ringer's on just in case you want to call me.
Who, Jeff?
Yeah.
Well, call him.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fault. It's true.
Has he expressed his thought? Well, I guess we'll get him now, but
if there was no baseball, it wouldn't have happened. But it would have happened some other form or fashion.
Did your therapist say some people just aren't built to be able to execute the same way you would in that spot?
My therapist is he's a good guy, but he's almost like the two guys were with the Tits McGee on that show the other night, the Australian idiot.
Yeah.
Where he's like, at one point he's like, you're just a very intense guy. Yeah, no shit. I've been here for 35 years, idiot. This is what I paid you $1 million for?
Oh, I have I'm worried the guy's just yesing me to yes, that's correct.
I'm sure. I wouldn't worry about that. I'm
Fight
sure
back here.
imagine having
give me something.
Imagine having a blind, boring client. What a dream for him. He's doing his bills. He's watching TV.
Just yawn once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Your dad left. Uh-huh. You're right.
I have, with no joke, I've heard him hitting the buttons on what sounds to be a microwave at some point. So
it can happen. Hello?
Yep. Hey.
Yes. Yeah. So Colleen said you were available to speak.
I didn't know. It was more. It wasn't I demanded to call in.
I understand.
It's just like this.
You've pushed your way on, Jeff. Go ahead.
Yeah. Congratulations. Somebody else. Another fucking person who just wants a piece of the fucking pie. Great. Fan-fucking-tastic. No, let's be very clear about this as a commissioner of the league. First of all, I had no problem with the Ordonez to Hobbit. As I said to you last night, that's totally fine. I said in the beginning of the show, nothing to do with the questions. But you could confirm that Klemmer said at one point to Brandon Walker, yeah, I think Ordonez is a good answer. Like, he was collaborative. The idea that he fought back at all is not true.
If you watch back, you can if you stare closely enough, you can see the absolute tussle he had in his head if he wanted to answer it or not. And then you can see, and I for the record, I like the guy. I'm partially he's on a team, but you could tell he's like, oh shit, I've gone too far. I've already answered. I have to say it. He was going, and then he tried to play it off like, oh, I never even gave the answer. You do it anyway.
It's a pussy move. I agree. Yeah. I agree. He's a pussy. We agree. We agree on it.
Would you hate him as much if he hadn't leaned into that? Like if he'd been like, yeah, I gave him the answer, whatever, and walked away.
I would hate him more. I think. I don't know. I just hate him. I just have no play. I mean, again, I understand people might think it's irrational. I totally get that. But as I said, I think the one thing about Brandon and I think we're the two people who take the league, maybe other than you, the players, the most seriously. Like I happen to really want to win, and I really enjoy playing in it. So and Chris knows that. He's been sitting here listening to me yap about like Mike is right now for fucking 3 years. I take it very, very seriously.
And now he's literally one of your competitors too. So it just adds to it.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll play whoever, whenever, that. But it's just fucking
the rivalry.
I'll allow you to accept this on air. We give the team that loses the crown battle, we give them an immediate match the next week. So we have you lined up if you want to play next week.
Oh, we could play next week?
Yeah.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, you're playing next week is the we're calling it the I don't have a name for it, so I don't know why I started saying I'm calling it something. But you're playing the team. I try to be creative on the spot. I don't have it in me. You're playing the family, the players you traded.
Oh, is that right? Oh, good. Well, that actually might work out, Dave. So,
yes,
yeah,
very convenient.
Works out well, Jeff. Okay.
Yeah,
what, we know what day? Any idea yet or no?
Not today, but that is who you'll play. You'll play Ev, and Ev is fair. I think Ev is secretly very angry. So
no, not secretly. I sat next to him at the cave. He didn't say a word. I don't even know what. Like I don't know. Like if that's fine. He's now been pushed back in my. I like Ev, so I don't really have a problem with him. But I get why he might be angry. But like Rico and I were texting about Saved by the Bell this morning. We've never been closer. Say what you want about Rico Bosco, Mike. At his worst, he would have never done that last night. Never done that.
That's true.
Never. That would have never happened. That would have never happened. Never.
You clearly like I know whatever people can say there's jokes and we're not being serious, but like when it comes to Rico, I don't even think you can joke anymore. When we said the other day when I called in, he is a different person. You watch that match, he's just a different Rico. He's a different Rico.
It's like Cartman being nice for like 3 seasons. I don't quite.
He did call Brandon fat at the end.
Brandon is fat.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Right out the, still not nice. Gate, he said he had like luscious tits or something like that. You did.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
there were you got two like spit out my water laughs for me. It was that, and then when I asked you who you wanted to go in the bonus round, you said Quig.
Yeah, well, look, I choked on the bonus round. I felt bad for Fran. Fran looked like she was witnessing like just some sort of world war. She was like, "What are these people doing? What is going on with these lunatics?" But yes, all right. So we play next week. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I would say the Big Ev, like, bring it on. Like, bring it on, stupid. If he's still alive by then, good luck. I mean, that's I'm ready for it. I'm now ready to I'm now ready to go to war again with people at Barstool. Like, I have a lot of friends like Jeff and Rico and Dave and Dan and Whitney. But like, if you want to come and get it, motherfucker. Like, I'm here. And this team they're a good team. My guy John Rich. He's battling that heroin addiction like everyone is, but once but I thought he came up with the snacks. He had his moments.
That's where now that I did think he would have known music last night, so I think putting that up, but like he'll know the music, he'll know newer music, he'll know this. Like Brandon has this whole thing about he's like, you traded away and you made a worse team, and that's not a disrespect to Evan Quick. I think you have a really good team.
So do I, and I don't like John Rich. I don't like that he's I don't know. He's a little talkative. Still a little bit to me, but we'll get there. We'll break him down. We'll strip the life out of him at some point. I think the best we can.
Rico knows. Rico was back in line. He wasn't saying a word before it started. It was
No. All right, I'll check in later.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, see you, buddy.
Yeah, that was the one that made me laugh when you said that.
1 second, love you. Go ahead.
That's sweet. He didn't say it back.
Just text it back to me.
When you said, I got a fucking guy. He asked a question about Europe. He's naming every country in the continent.
He's like, Germany, Italy, I don't know, Ireland, West Germany. Is that a country?
Could be one of these.
He seems like a good kid, though. Yeah. He works hard on that rundown, too. Whenever I've done it, he sends a ball. He's a good guy. I like it. But I think he is in that, like, that early, like, is Kirk hate me thing.
Well, he wanted to be on your team. Didn't he facilitate the trip?
Absolutely, yeah. So, and Rico's and I have never been tighter. So, that's the point. So, when Rico screws me over again, I lose my mind. Keep in mind, I'm losing my mind at myself.
Right.
It's my fault. Mike left, brought him back. My fault. Tolnane left, brought him back, my fault.
I didn't leave on bad
With
terms.
Steve whining and crying and sword fighting and whatnot.
What are you talking
Oh, God.
I mean, I was fired, and you could have defended me, but I was fired.
No, I'm talking Europe for Steve. You came in for a couple of weeks, left.
Right.
And then, went to Jerry, an enemy. And then I said, who can we hire? And you said, how about me? I brought you back. You fucked me over. $31,000. Kept him. It's always, I just let fucking everybody fucking back. Mike with Murchison, whatever, fine. They were friends. They had lunch.
Me again?
Yes. We're family friends. Okay, fine. I brought him back. So what can you do?
Well, I was worried about that because I almost texted David and was like, I don't think he needs me here for this episode. It's true. But I didn't want to look like I was protesting in the name of Klemmer or something. So
I'm closing the door. I'm walking in here this morning and I hear these two idiots talking.
I was
Mike's like,
request.
I was about to do a Stephen A. Smith impression. I'm like, guys.
I was going to make a request. Could you make a little more noise when you come in? When I know you're here, I clam up.
I hear Dave say, I only saw one person clip it. What, are you trying to take him down
Dave's
for real?
still nervous about that.
No, we were talking about it. It was more like thankful that happened. So.
Nobody's going to do that.
Dave was disappointed.
I got a lot of people messaging that.
But it's not. But what are you going to like?
That's why it was a private conversation. And I feel I feel betrayed. I did not bring it up on the show.
Anyway, life will go on, but there's a high level of frustration. So, but like I said, if you want to see WWE stuff, somebody pointed out in this video Frank the Tank did last night, which I don't even want to play. It's so fake, of this Edwin Diaz. The beginning of it, Frank's face is like completely calm. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Then he's like just jumping and screaming. It's just all scripted bullshit.
Is it fake?
Yes.
Or is he just an insane man?
And it's asshole on not even Frank Tank's not even an asshole. He's the phony. But this asshole Scott Van Pelt. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Oh God, fucking get like this is. He's not.
I thought he was joking.
Oh, I didn't think he was.
I thought
he?
it was kind of like.
Oh, if he was, then I apologize.
Yeah.
But I remember he said something about me when I was gone once on leave, where he was like, "You went after me once, but still, I'm thinking about you right now. Like, get the fucking get over yourself."
Yeah, I could be wrong. I thought it was more like using the kid situation to like push back to just fuck with.
Oh, he's joking around.
That's
man.
what I think.
If I'm wrong,
I could
I'm
be
wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
I mean, he seems like kind of a cunt, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
What did Scott Van Pelt do? I didn't see.
Like Frank said something about Van Pelt. What was the tweet that Frank had?
It's a better day than when his kids were born.
Yeah, and then Van Pelt said
They have like a running gag. Like,
do they?
It's more
Oh.
on Frank's
I know
side.
he's friends with like big kids. I think he's like Barstool adjacent.
Yeah, I remember when I went away, he tweeted something.
I'm pretty sure Van Pelt is a Mets fan, and Frank tries to act like he's not a Mets fan.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then, if he's kidding around, then good for Scott. I guess it's good for Scott. But I mean, Frank is just like just a I mean, are we still doing this act? I mean, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, like enraged, like to the point, like I see documentaries of these people whose like family members or children have been murdered and they're fighting back for justice and they're angry. I'm that level of anger right now because it's one of my kids, really.
Wow.
And that's okay. So good luck going forward. But like I will try and like ruin you. I will say that. Like I don't do that often, but this one I'm trying to get you ruined. So I don't know. Anything else? We want to take calls on this. People want to weigh in. That's fine. We don't have to do like a real show. I mean, we're just here for a little bit.
I think that's what everybody wanted to talk about.
Well, load them up. We'll talk about it. Say if they want to talk about it. That's fine.
All right.
Oh no, I got to face Big Ev next week. Gee, it's terrifying.
He seems mad, I hear.
Well, he should be mad, right? You were kind of alluding to that. Like, he just got kicked off the team, even though you feel like it was the right thing to do, but he should be like angry at you for that and want to beat you.
What's that?
Like, Ev should want to beat you. Like, he should be angry about it.
Of course,
it.
yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this fucking mask now, but.
Don't give up on that. Don't say anything.
Okay.
No, I get it from Evan. I think Quigg's a little more laid back. I don't know the other guy on the team. Reegs?
Oh, yes.
Reegs.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
College basketball guy.
Okay. Nice guy or?
I only interacted with him once or twice very early on. He was always very nice to me.
Okay.
I don't know him well.
Yeah. I saw my guy Mincy's doing that 10K. You see that, Dave?
I've seen videos before.
I reached out to him a little bit about it for some advice. So he says he's going to reach. I don't know.
Has he lost a decent amount of weight? 10K is no joke.
I heard Evans going to do a 1K.
I don't understand how he's still. Did he actually give Alex Stein his key?
I don't think that was turned to be fake. I think.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say I don't understand how he's employed.
Well, I think there's a certain argument used for people like that.
Okay,
they're held to different standards. I think
Mike doesn't usually fall for the bit. Like that was just the Dave and Dan.
Go for Tommy's bit.
I did, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's true, yeah.
You see Barstool Comedy last night?
I did about time.
It is about time.
I don't know why nobody's had that idea for such a long time.
I would say that maybe Kevin Clancy has changed his number, but I'm not sure Twitter DMs work like that.
Is that right? Oh, well.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, what can you do? All right. So we got Mutt tomorrow, and then a couple of shows next week. Yeah, I don't know. So Scott Van Pelt said, buddy, you can do this all you want. Frank said, SVP has never been happier. That Diaz has hurt, never been happier. He just said it's better than this kid's birth. Buddy, you can do this bit all you want. I don't give a shit, but don't talk about my kids, okay? That's not unreasonable enough. I tolerate this idiotic bit. It's fine. I'm just asking for some decency where the line is with the jokes, and you can get lost.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't know their rapport.
I just shrug and let him do his thing. I'm busting his chops about the bit. It's predictable to be taken seriously. I know Frank's passion is about me and Buster. Should know better about being able to joke back. He could say whatever the F he wants. I don't know, Dave. I mean, it seems like he's like responding.
Yeah. I don't know their past interactions, but that doesn't feel like a joke.
I just knew it was always like a bit that Frank had with him, but I don't.
But he's referring to that bit.
Yes.
Or is that part of the bit?
Man, these Frank bits,
it's very meta.
They'll really fuck with your head if you look into them.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I don't really.
What did Frank say? Was he actually talking about his kids? That seems.
He said that Scott Van Pelt is like happier than the day his kids were born.
Yeah, but that's not talking about his kids.
No, nothing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't. Yeah,
it's acknowledging they exist.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like if you go back, I saw somebody capture it. I mean, Frank's like acting is on that thing is just sad. But I mean, like what? I mean, I guess professional athletes who are also stupid. Like oh, this is great, and so Barstool because they're stupid, or like let's promote it, which I get. It's fine.
I turned on their Met stream, and that's like one of the first things.
No desire to.
But that's one of the first things Clem said. I think he hosts it. He was like, "This isn't TikTok, Frank. Like, can you just have a Met conversation with other friends?"
He's not capable.
And he just goes off like.
No, to me, he's a zero, but people like him, and that's okay. Like he has an audience. That's all right. Are they loaded up?
They're not loaded up.
They're not loaded. I tweeted out. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I just did. Okay. A little earlier than usual. I apologize.
Yeah, they're all fired up about that last night.
What about the guy getting hurt?
Yeah.
Well, I get it.
Dave was really going off about this before the show.
Well, I mean, they weren't protesting before the fucking tournament. They should have never let the guy play if it shouldn't exist anymore. That guy could have been walking down the street. It was the same thing. It was during a celebration.
I know, but fans are not rational.
It wasn't when he pitched or slid into second base or whatever. It was just.
Have they said what it is yet?
I didn't see at least.
Oh, yeah. He's out for the season. That is crazy though. I mean, he's I think the best reliever in baseball, right? I don't know. They signed him to a fortune too. I think, right?
Yeah.
It's too bad. I'll have to go and listen.
Where were you before the baseball classic, pal?
I didn't know what was going on, but yeah, it's a shame.
Monday morning quarterback.
It is a shame. They load up, Dave.
Load up.
All right, let's go. Hello.
What's up, Kirk? I just wanted to comment on yesterday's trivia and just say how much of a rat fuck, Chris Klemmer is, and hair plug wearing Brandon Walker, that other fat bastard. It is what it is, but Brandon will see his day. He's a fucking piece of shit, and hopefully you'll play him again soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. It's very. I don't disagree with any of that. Does Brandon have hair plugs?
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know that.
Oh. I actually like Brandon. People don't believe that. I like Brandon. Brandon's what he is. Like he's a wrestling.
Well, on air,
he has been an antagonist for your team. He's gotten in. He's forced to trade essentially.
I think the team's better though, so I have no problem with that. He's doing what he's got to do. Like I'll play him again one-on-one in a couple of weeks. I'm sure I'll beat him, but who cares? All that matters is a championship now. That's it. Hello.
Lauren, you're saying that you think you're going too far. I don't think you're going far enough.
Right. I don't disagree.
I want to know how that rat fuck.
Are you talking to me or Mike?
Yesterday, when Brandon approached, no, I'm talking. You're not angry enough.
I think you're probably right. Yeah.
That rat fuck. How did he not come to you yesterday when Brandon approached him and said, "Hey, this is what I want to do to Kirk"?
It's a good. We don't. To be fair here, we don't know that happened. I don't know. Dave,
Dave's wild.
I think. Well, I believe crossed my mind too. Cullinane, I think, is convinced it happened.
I think he definitely did.
Yeah. And by the way, it's similar to telling somebody to always be ready when I'm playing, like Mike was saying.
Full points to Brandon for that.
Yes.
But Klemmer, at some point, if that is true, should have reached out and said, "Hey, this is going to happen. I'm going to do this." Like, I'll tell you this. Like, Brandon and I were working on. I think you knew this, right, Dave? We're working on doing an episode of a sports movie podcast, just dropping it. And like acting like we've been doing it forever just to piss Klemmer off.
Funny.
Yeah, but like stuff like that. But like Klemmer should have reached out to me and said, "Hey, if that in fact happened, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to fuck Brandon over." That would be funny.
Right.
But he's not. He
could have easily had just
afraid
said,
of his own shadow.
"What about? No, you sure it wasn't Jermaine Dye?" He could have absolutely had tried to throw a name in there to throw Brandon. No, I think it was absolutely set up.
What I want from Klemmer now is just
in the offense.
What I want from Klemmer now. Well, I think they're all there. It was early.
They get in late. And
we did tape it early. We taped it earlier that day. So what I want from Klemmer now is just be like, yeah, I don't like fuck him in the fans. Like I am. He won't do this because he's a pussy. Like I'm now like a bar stool. Like I care more about Brandon Walker and Frank the Tank than I ever did about Kirk Minihane or all the Minifans or the show. Or just be honest. Like just be honest. It's okay. You're happier there. Just embrace it.
Yeah, if he did mull it over for hours, that's pretty weird. Like if it was before.
I don't guess what happened, but yeah.
What was the thing? Was it that you got mad at Rico? Like something, a note was on a desk and Rico didn't tell you about it or something? Remember that? Remember that? Like there's some kind of, something was premeditated and you could have been alerted to it. I just forget the scenario.
Let's not break up Rico.
No. So I apologize if it wasn't or whatever, but I just mean that's the same sentiment, is if it was premeditated and you weren't alerted to it, then it does seem worse.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, Klemmer being on Alex's team?
I think it was the whole thing, right?
Yeah, something along those lines.
I think you're right. Yeah. Hello.
You know, Klemmer's been a snake. Klemmer's been a snake since day one. I remember calling in and telling you to listen to the last episode he did with Carano. He ditched Carano. Now, regardless of what you think about Carano, he was such a
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair criticism at this point.
The second he got on your show, he was doing that quantum leap with Carano for years, and he dropped him so fast the second he got on your show. The guy is a snake at the Wilbur. He's pretending like the crowd's booing him. He's putting his hand up to his ear like, "Oh, get louder!" Like making it all about him.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that after he left the. He did that before he came in.
No, he walked out.
Yeah, he
with
took
his
it.
Tail between his legs.
Yeah.
But
I shut my cock down his mouth.
He's a snake, and he's been a snake.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. I'm wrong. I was wrong about him. I was wrong. Kirk was wrong about several things. It happens every once in a while.
Painful to hear.
Like Haley's comment every year and a half. I was wrong. I gave Klemmer too much credit as a person. That's on me. Like that. Believe me now, I will judge everyone harshly going forward. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
When y'all doing that nostalgia podcast with Brandon Walker?
I mean, we're working on it. We have about 15, 20 episodes we want to make sure it's perfect before we release them all.
When y'all doing the Frivol Me This podcast with Craig from Friendly?
Well, you know how that ended. That didn't end well. That you know why that's not going to happen. That to me is not a fair one, but go ahead.
When y'all doing live show passports?
That was a Justin idea. Yeah, I don't think I was ever into that idea. Again, now you're starting to reach as a character here, where you're doing things that I already dismissed. There are plenty that I forgot about. You have to stick to those.
All right, I'll do better. Thank you, Kirk.
All right, thank you. Got him to break character almost. Hello. Passports. Jesus Christ.
That was a good idea.
Hello.
What's even the context of that?
So Justin wanted people to like, basically you could stamp at every live, like have proof that you went to every.
Almost like a Disney World one of those books.
I guess so. Yeah.
Market. Yeah.
Correct. Hello.
So, Roan was suspended for less than the cheating that Brandon Walker did last night. Writing the PFT, constantly whispering? And also, how long did he get to find Klemmer? Shouldn't he have to call him first?
Well, my only issue with that is he actually left the room to get Klemmer.
I thought that was weird. Yeah.
Which I don't think, like, I know Brandon, I'm sure, knew Magliardoni's had a pretty good idea, but that's kind of not the point. I think there should be some lockdown on that. Again, I don't think it affected the game at all, but, you know, I don't know. Like, yeah. I mean, I sat next to Steve once when we were in New York doing the case, remember? I think it was my first trivia one.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know,
you didn't whisper.
I didn't think I didn't notice that with PFT and Brandon, if I'm being honest.
More so with that. And Klemmer is a total snake. And I think the last caller forgot about the Rock Opera, which I still have my front row tickets for. So excited to see that when that comes out. Thanks, Kirk.
Thank you. One of the drips of all time calling in, I believe.
I did enjoy where there was one question where you had to like guess combined ages of two people, and it would require one person to be like 89 years old.
And Danny Glover. Yeah. But I think Danny Glover is like 80.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
Well, Donald Glover's like 39 or 40.
That I think the problem is I think people think
he's younger.
Well, after the game, Rico's like, I don't even think I know who Donald Glover is.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, I bet you I'm going to guess Danny Glover's 78, and I think I'm going to be.
Is he that?
I think
old?
I'm going to be wrong. I think I'm going to be.
I probably would have been wrong the other way then.
76. I mean, he's 77 in July.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah.
Those questions are hard. When did he introduce that kind of portion?
I don't know, but I like it. I think it's
that's
better.
I think it's a good question. It's interesting.
I think it makes the game better. Yeah. And we lost that one. That's why we lost. Hello.
Well, that music question, it was a must get.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Kirk, I love you, but you are being a total pussy about this.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, so first of all, Chris didn't even give him the answer.
That's no. First of all, we're going to start with a false premise. Like, that doesn't matter to me. What he said to him at one point is like, no, I think that's a really good guess, and he knew his Magliardoni. So he did help him get to that answer. So that's a flawed. Well, your argument's already flawed, but get to your next point. Get to your next point.
And okay, my next point, other than the fact that I'm right about the fact that he didn't give him the
Go ahead, get to the next point.
You were never going to win that.
Had nothing to do with winning or losing. I laid it out. If you're going to have points, have fucking points. You're 0 for 2. I'll give you one more chance, shithead. Go ahead.
Well, fuck yeah, you motherfucker.
All right, goodbye. Hello. Are they loaded up, Dave?
They're loaded up.
Let's go.
Hey, Kirk. Tyler Falconer here from Falco K9. How you doing?
Hello?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you I had heard that Kevin Lemanowitz got a puppy, and I wanted to offer him some free daycare and training for that dog.
Oh, I'm willing to hear it.
Nice.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, well, listen, we're doing home care now where I'm doing it out of my house. I'm not necessarily doing it at a place anymore. You may have heard
I did read about
things that happened to me recently.
I did read about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, listen, my wife was never an intern at Fox 25, but I tell you what, she could have been, Kirk. She could have been.
Yeah, certainly.
What does that mean?
Seems like a handsome woman. I don't quite know what the point of that is, but okay. Hello.
Fox 25 only hires the tightest ass.
I guess. Boy, even more Lemanowitz stories yesterday.
Oh, they were everywhere.
Oh, man,
yesterday.
this could legitimately be a case season.
You know, I've never felt pride until I opened the floodgates on this thing. This actually makes me feel good that
true.
I've done something.
It's true. You've contributed finally to society.
Yeah.
Like, congratulations. Between that and the Mel Brooks episode, you are solving the world's issues.
Thank you.
Hello. blindmike.net. Please go subscribe to that.
Yes, thank you.
Pay. Go to Patreon there and spend a few bucks, would you?
If you wouldn't mind, we're almost at 600.
Let's get to 600, please.
What do you say?
Conan, go
Before
subscribe.
we're well under next month.
Are you subscribed to it, Dave?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hola.
By the way, you didn't do enough. You should go to his house and demand why he's not subscribed. Burned his fucking house down. Is what you and Craig.
I'm sorry for not doing that. You know, you guys talked me out of it.
I was wrong. Again, I was wrong. I was wrong. Hello.
Que paso?
Mm-hmm.
My good friend David Cullinane.
Oh.
What'd you jerk off to on Pornhub last night, buddy?
That's a good question.
Is it?
Just some basic. I'm a clean guy. I'm a clean guy. Just like the nice stuff. None of the madness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just the
handshakes.
So it's just the main page. Switch the view. I think it was a massage video.
Do you mind, caller, if I give you something I masturbated to in Arizona? A scene I found titillating. If I don't want to get in your way, if you don't want to hear it, that's okay too.
I do have a question for you, Kirk, after you share that.
Okay. There was a scene where a woman was banging her son's friend, right?
Sure.
That scene.
Sure.
But she was on the phone with her
Yes.
boyfriend at the time.
Oh, yeah. I searched that out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Believe me, it might have been a desert in Arizona, but it was Splooge River.
Oh, yeah. Or the husband's, she's talking to her husband. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's a good one.
Yeah, this is a woman. I feel like it might have been a documentary. It felt very real to me.
They're actually tough to find because I don't know what to type in. Is it like on the phone, or I don't really know what to search out.
Probably. This just popped up like a miracle.
It could just be just simple cheating. Like you could just type in cheating.
Yeah,
and
but
see
this
what
is
pops up.
specific. I want them on the phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cell phone. It wasn't the traditional old phone.
So is she like quieter too? Like she's trying to remain
No, it
quiet?
seems completely ludicrous. Like it didn't make it. She was like moaning and like
It's on
she was,
speakerphone.
Yeah, she was blowing him at one point. I was like,
I'm distracted because I'm always like, I'd be thinking, hey, what are you doing over there?
Well, go ahead, caller.
Well, now I know what I'm doing after this call.
Yeah, there you go. Go find it.
But Kirk, so this is Johnson Arroyo. I was in the other day, and
oh wow,
a friend of mine asked me to bring this up to you, and I wasn't able to because I forgot.
Well, you said so much.
But
Enough of you talking about the whole episode. Jesus
Christ. Go ahead.
So I don't know if you're familiar with them, and I'm not. But they looked at me and they said, "Hey, am I gay if I like this porn star?"
Mm-hmm.
And they started to show me, and I said, "Absolutely." But this porn star named Buck Angel, have you ever heard of him?
I have heard of Buck Angel. I think it's an old Stern guest from years ago.
Yeah, and I think the answer is yes.
Okay, so
yeah, the answer to that is yes, which is fine. But yes, the answer
I don't
is
think
yes.
you guys have ever addressed it on the show. So
Well, I have not spent much, but no, the answer to that question is yes.
You have been running from it for a long time.
Why is the answer yes?
I believe Buck Angel.
Take a look.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe he's a transgender. Is that right or no?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell whatever fire chief you're working with on the shift, Johnson Road, that yes, that gentleman is in fact gay. I think.
Odd not to lead with that.
This is kind of what got me in trouble, Mercer, in the first place, asking questions like this. I don't even know. I have no idea. Hello.
Hey, whatever you enjoy. We're allies regardless.
I don't care. Yeah, as long as it's all legal. Knock yourself out.
Sure.
Jesus. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Kirk?
Good morning.
Just not good enough. Not good enough. I don't want to hear about Klemmer when you just lost the biggest game in Team Minihane history.
Oh, but first of all, that's definitely not true. We're not going to move seed-wise at all. And secondly, the biggest games we've lost have been in the playoffs. It has nothing to do with, again, it has nothing to do with the win or the loss. If you're getting caught up in that, then you're an idiot. Like you're a stupid human being.
I can't focus on Klemmer. I just wanted to win. I wanted to win.
Okay, that's because you're stupid. I mean, I'm sorry that you're stupid, but this is how life is, and it seems like you're doing fine. You've called on the phone. I mean, people could talk on the phone while they're giving blowjobs, while they're getting anal sex.
Sure.
I've seen it. I've witnessed it in Arizona. It's true. Well, Colony was down in the fucking lobby just yapping away with somebody at 4 a.m. I was jerking off, talking to somebody about fucking, Barry Armstrong.
Schmoozing the
just like boring Jeff D Lowe to death.
I don't think you're getting enough credit. I can divert this conversation a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't think you're getting enough credit because that happened so early in the game, and experiencing betrayal like that so much so that you had to talk to your therapist about it, to be able to go forward and still have a performance like you did is actually one of the most remarkable things I've ever witnessed personally.
I thought so. I play well. I mean, but not well enough. So I mean, that's maybe I should have known Simeon Rice. I don't know.
That's what if I were your
Jared
therapist,
Allen to me is a much better known player than Simeon Rice and more recent, but that's fine.
I was impressed you knew not Derek Brooks, because Derek Brooks was my first thought.
Middle
You
linebacker.
immediately knew
Too many
no.
sacks for middle linebacker.
Yeah.
But I did not think of Simeon Rice. We had already used our phoner friend. Rico called his friend Bud. We got the point. So I had a phoner friend that could have used in that spot, but we already used it, and we got the point that we wouldn't have got. So it seemed like it worked out.
It would have been funny if right after that whole thing where you like, fuck, you used him as the lifeline.
I considered it.
All right, Chris.
By the way, what's the thing?
Talked myself out of that one. Jesus.
In the beginning, now he's asking people like, "Do you want batch A or batch B?"
I don't
What's
know.
up with
It's
that?
a Frank thing, I guess. I don't know because Frank said I don't know. I don't even understand it. It didn't. I mean, do you think it cost us the
I don't
game?
think it matters, but everybody seemed confused when it was going on.
I just ignored it. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, are you a Talking Heads fan?
I'll tell you what. If you turn that off, we can have a conversation. I like David Byrne, but boy, I lost some respect for him watching him do that stupid song from Everything Everywhere All at Once at the Oscars the other night. That was a low moment.
I didn't even watch that. I didn't know he was even in that movie. Yeah, they're re-releasing one of his concerts in the theaters. I thought you might want to know.
Oh, yeah.
But, I agree. The Batch A, Batch B thing is so silly.
Yeah.
And have you noticed that Jeff loves to say dormy now? I don't know exactly.
Oh, is he into that?
But,
No, I didn't.
Dormy?
No. Dormy means like in golf if you're down like 4 holes of 4 to go, say.
Away from the game being over, it's dormy or something.
Yeah. I mean, we rallied back. We tied it with 1 round to go, and then that was. The things I suck at. I suck at geography. I've never cared about it. Music post like 1990, unless it's Bruce Springsteen. Oh, fucking thing. Or like what my kids listen to it, like Maroon. What is it? Maroon 5.
Maroon 5, yeah. Payphone.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm sure I know a couple of their songs.
Yeah,
but just play. I think Kate does that. Play that song. Is that them?
Play that song.
Play that song. The one that did all day long. Is that them or no?
I don't know.
Oh, I kind of know where you're going.
I remember that from like when she was in middle school, maybe.
I'm thinking One Direction. I don't know why.
Could be. It definitely could be. I don't know. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Help! I'm in a canyon.
I beg your pardon?
I've fallen and I can't get up. Help!
Okay, good call. Thank you very much. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kirk.
Yeah, good morning. Hello, welcome to the Kirk Minihane Show.
Hi, Kirk.
Hello.
I have a question for you,
and
then I have a question for Blind Mike.
I mean, all right.
It's an interesting take on him.
And then woo even through 8, Dave.
Ooh, nice.
And he just bogeyed. But yeah. What did I pick him? Top 20?
I believe, yes.
Fleetwood's this afternoon, I think.
Yeah. You don't see too many golf gambling podcasts where they're convinced to make a pick in the middle of the show. Well, it wasn't the middle, but like as part of the show live.
That's
like
how
that's
we do
the
it.
difference.
Freewheeling.
It's authentic.
Freewheeling.
Yeah.
Riggs a great guy. I don't care what Mike says off the air. He's a
Great interview
guy.
today. Great interview.
They had Scotty on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if he was a real man, he never would have gotten his eyes fixed. But I've said that on air.
That's
before.
true.
He's my wife's hall pass. Just
Riggs? Yeah,
Riggs?
I could see that. Absolutely.
Riggs and Adam Scott.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell who was who when I was watching. I saw the clip on the.
Yeah.
I actually did think you meant Riggs. How did you even know him?
Adam Scott is so. I'll listen to the interview. Was he personable? Because he's a very bland guy.
Yeah, he seemed personable.
Good. Yeah. He's a loser, but yeah. Hello.
Okay, Kirk?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Please. Yes, you have a question.
Yes. Who do you think jerks off to gayer porn?
Gayer.
Dan Rappaport or Brandon Walker?
So what's gay porn? Like you're saying gayer. Give me a gay scene and then a gayer one.
2 options.
Yep.
Option 1, gay golf butt sex.
Gay golf butt sex.
Yes.
Okay.
Option 2, gay incest butt sex.
Oh, that seems gayer to me. I don't know. I would say Rappaport. Rappaport would be my answer. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think he's jerking off to Matt Fitzpatrick right now?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
I don't even think it's a question. Yes, of course he is. I need Fitzy to come through this week. But yeah, thank you.
Well, Fitzy came through this week, I think.
Oh my God. I'm in a bad enough mood.
I thought it would turn you around.
Let's do it about tomorrow and make Mother uncomfortable and see him try and defend Fitzy. That's what I wanted.
Will he?
Well, because he worked with him. He thinks he's a nice guy, yeah.
I didn't know if they ever actually did shows together or not.
Oh, I'm sure, right? At some point Fitzy's been there for like 4 years now. And he is a nice guy, too. He actually
Very
is
nice.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes it so much worse.
Yeah, that was a tough listen.
Oh, I didn't make it too far. Hello.
I will say he pulled the wool over my eyes for a moment.
Oh, is that right?
I only heard it, so I didn't realize. I thought there were 2 people there.
Oh, no.
Well, he is a bit of an upgrade, I guess. Plus, look, He already tweeted out he's excited for the next chapter in his life, and he's going to give the organization everything he has.
Dave, what am I saying? Please don't do this. Please don't. I'm in a bad mood.
If I may, I analyze these a lot. Not wordy enough, I don't think.
No, he's...
Jam a few more words in there.
I saw somebody send me the tweet, and I looked at the comments, and to his credit, it's people who are like, this is hilarious. This is fun. I mean...
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you see that? On Facebook?
Twitter.
Oh, I don't see that. I saw that somebody quote tweeted and said a positive AIDS test is funny.
I did see that. I did see that as well. I like Fitzy's a nice guy.
Tremendously.
He's a racist, but he's a nice guy. It's a fact, I mean.
It's not something I've been able to confirm, but
take his COVID. Ask him where COVID started. So I would say. See what he says. Hello.
They're gone.
Yeah. They're gone.
Yes.
Bunch of pussies. One guy stepped up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tried to make a defense. Well, you live and learn. Did you have a VIP? You had a VIP update, right?
Yes. Let me get the time. So the venue is going to send the email. This is the same thing happened with the Wilbur. I believe it is going to be, what did I say? Let me pull it up. I think it is, I want to say 5:30 to 6:30 is what I want to say.
5:30 to 6:30.
5:45 to 6:45. Check-in is 5:30 to 5:45.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside the venue.
Yeah, inside. So we'll be inside.
Correct.
Okay. The show starts at 8.
Show starts at 8. General admission starts at 7 p.m.
Is that when the pre-show starts?
Pre-show starts at 7 p.m.
7 on YouTube.
On YouTube.
And they can just stay in the building, like they're in for VIP and can just stay in?
I would think, right?
They make you go back, I think, into the waiting area. Because if the early people are done and they want to leave, yeah. Technically, people can't.
Who's in charge of making sure these are actually people with VIP tickets?
Just either me and maybe some other help that we have there. But then a couple of people from the venue are going to help us.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, all right. So it's not far away. Jesus Christ. We're what?
A week from Saturday.
9 days away?
Yep.
Fuck. You still feel good?
Yes, I do, Kirk.
Oh, are you saying if you don't, it's okay? What, something happened?
No, there's just some. I will never feel good. So
okay,
will never.
That's a spirit.
But they're legitimate.
There's definitely some legitimate technological concerns, like I said yesterday. So
right, that hasn't changed. No. You send the emails out I asked you to yesterday?
Correct.
Any responses?
Not yet.
Okay,
but I expected. So
we get some time.
You know, guys, some people don't respond to things. Not everyone sees every message they get. All right,
that's true. Okay, all right. So then Mutson tomorrow. And then Mike a couple of days next week. Then Mike's gone for a week.
For a long time.
Yes.
For over a week.
Oh, for over a week.
Yeah, I think I come back so I could probably do like Wednesday and Friday the following week, I think. I don't think I'll be here Monday.
The Monday.
Following week.
A week from Monday after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long are you going for?
8 or 9 days.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah. Well, it's international, so we wanted to make it worth it, you know?
Yeah, what would you say? Aruba? No. Cancun?
Bahamas.
What's like the last beach vacation you did like that? No, but not like beach going to Maine, but like a beach.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
Bermuda, maybe? I like Bermuda. It's close, too, which is nice. I'm so annoyed. For the Masters, I'm flying into Charlotte. I thought I was going to fly. No, I'm flying back into Charlotte, from Charlotte back here. Flying into Hilton Head. But I got to fly back out of Charlotte. Charlotte, you got to drop the rental car off and then take a goddamn shuttle, which I hate.
How far is
Hilton Head, you just drive right in.
Why don't you like get it with the foreplay guys? Like, why don't you get connected?
I don't want to do that. I'm good.
Is it fun?
No, I just want to.
Mimosas on the flight?
Yeah, I'm not. Do you think they're taking private flights together?
No, but I just mean even like just
First
for the
connected.
course and
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to create content. You just want to go enjoy.
No, God, no. First of all, you create content at the Masters during the Masters with what?
You have
phone
to do it
ringing.
after. Yep.
I don't want to do that. No. They're doing their thing. I'm not. They get their own thing.
They'd also be flying from different places.
Correct.
I mean, you could get some inside information. I guess you could get that anyway, watching people on the range and things like that. So that could happen anyway.
I've already got inside information left and right. Yep. You know, but
how far do you have to drive Augusta to whatever it is, Hilton Head or Charlotte?
Like an hour and a half. It's not bad.
Okay.
You just can't stay anywhere near it. The Masters, like you just got to stay an hour outside because it's such a fucking shit show. The hotel, like I said, first year Mariah and I went, I looked at hotel rooms the night before. Or a couple weeks before, there was one room left and a red roof in. I think it was $1,400. I was like, I don't think I'll be doing that.
Good
you
God.
stay an hour outside, and that's like regular prices. Who cares? We're up early anyway, so. Yeah, but not far away. A couple of weeks away. We got to figure out want me to do match this weekend because I would love to be in the cave, but I don't know what's going to happen this year.
Of course.
I don't know. Are all the boys in the cave for the tournament today? I would think.
Yes.
Yeah. Did not fill out a bracket this year, Mike. I hate to say.
No.
I don't know anybody who's in the tournament.
And now you don't root for it. You can't root for Mississippi State anymore.
No, they're out, right?
Yeah.
Pitt beat them. Which
Damn
I'm happy
shame.
for. My buddy's a big Pitt fan, so I'm fine with it. And I didn't want to go to Ireland as much as I like Rico. I did message the Springsteen guy in Boston yesterday. He continues to say it's a go.
Okay, good.
All right.
Yeah.
That could easily be a con, though, still.
They don't want you blabbing. Maybe,
Maybe not.
The biggest fear of yours should be, like, does this guy reach out to you and want to interact with you after you receive the tickets?
I told him. I said, listen, you want whatever you want for Portland, it's yours. Like, that seems reasonable.
Yep. Well, at first it was, could you get backstage? I was playing that angle. Like, could he get you back there?
It's not gonna. I'm not expecting that. That's fine. Okay. If that ever happened, it'd be fantastic. But I just want to go and enjoy the show.
Okay.
It's a stressful week. We get the live show.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying there's going to be more illnesses. You don't think this guy will pull it off for you?
I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. I'm just saying. Right. This is one of these things that I'll see when I believe it. I believe when I'll see it, rather.
Gotcha.
Which one is it?
I believe it when I see it.
Right. I think that makes more
Let's
sense.
put it this way. I would have your Game Time app open as you are approaching the will call booth.
Great app, but that would hurt. If he turns out he's like undercover with these lunatics, it would be funny. I'll give him that, but it would hurt.
Yeah.
You seem doubtful now.
No, it's just the fact that
you can make Dave doubtful of anything.
I mean, but the fact that you feel you have to continually reach out to this guy is causing me doubt, because I've never had doubt with this guy.
Well, I mean, it's Thursday now. The show's Monday. Yeah. Like, where are the tickets?
Well, you want to go to will call. Technically, you could go to will call right now and get the tickets.
That's not what he told me yesterday. He said he's not sure where they are yet.
Oh boy.
Oh, he didn't say that to me.
When did he say this to you?
He said they were going to be a will call.
All right, make it happen today. I want an answer today. Right. You have 50 things to do. Let's get moving on this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is a busy week. We're still planning it out. The final preparation.
Tons of live show stuff.
You got a dozen thing that you just committed to, which was insane to hear live.
Got to do it.
And then you got Springsteen. That's a big week.
Yeah, I mean the shitload of live show stuff. A shitload. Yeah. So. Yep. I don't know. No Exit 4 is ready to go?
Ready to go.
Did you send them the thing I asked you to send them?
Yep.
Did they respond?
I got a response that I was going to tell you after the show, actually.
When did you get the response?
I think it was late yesterday, maybe.
Why didn't you send it to me?
I just think I didn't see it until that moment. I don't know. I saw it
late.
What moment?
Like
when I saw it late, I was like, oh, it's too late. I'll just tell him tomorrow when I see him. I knew we were going to see you.
Why can't you tell me before you see me? We have to see each other, then you send me something? It's like a moment?
No, I don't know.
What are you talking
I wanted
about?
to see your face, how you react.
What are you talking about? What goes on in that brain of yours?
It wasn't that calculated. Right?
How was your mom feeling?
She's still struggling.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shingle still?
Yeah, I think she's on the back end, but she's on they said it was only the last 2 weeks. She's like well past 3 at this point. So,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I had them, I'm younger, obviously. I had it 15. So I was 39. No, sorry, 41. It was like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And the pain the first week was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
that's what she said.
You can't really describe it. What the pain of shingles is. It's weird. It's almost like, you know when you have like a rug burn?
Yep.
It's like a bad rug burn feeling the entire time. It's weird. Have you had it or no?
No, I forget. I know I've learned of something that causes shingles. I can't remember what it was, but I remember it was something that I had interacted with.
Chickenpox related or something?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think I knew someone that had adult chickenpox, and I was like, maybe I got shingles from this, and then I started like feeling it in my legs.
Right. You can do that.
Yeah.
But I had chickenpox as a kid, though. Is that what happened? I forget.
You're supposed to be immune to it after that, right?
Yeah, no, but I guess I obviously wasn't.
Right.
Oof. I had it on my right side, on my side, in my armpit, and like on my back, and it was just weird. It was strange. I guess stress they said too is a big part of it. I'm sure with Kathy having to raise fucking Colleen's kids.
This legitimately might be the longest I've gone without seeing her.
Does it hurt?
I think about it.
You
a
miss
lot.
her?
Yeah.
You can hold her when you see her?
We're not like a big huggy, touchy.
You're not a kissing family?
No.
You never kissed your mom?
I don't think I've ever.
You ever kissed your mom, Mike?
I know what you want the answer to be, but I'm going to be real and say no, I have not.
You ever kissed your mom on the cheek?
No, we don't really do that.
Ever?
No.
Does this seem strange to you, Dave?
You've definitely at some point. Oh, clearly when you were younger, but like
you've looked at
that when I was young.
Right?
Sure, yeah, that's when you get right down to business.
I don't know if I have either.
You know the rule. They say no
Really?
kissing.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Like even like an I love you like off to school, like she gives you a kiss on the cheek or
I
something.
think the last time I hugged my mom
when
was
I'm
my
young,
wedding
I'm
day.
sure that happened. Yeah. But as an adult, no.
I think it was like
you
after
give her a
the
hug when
first
you see her?
dance.
Yeah.
Okay, but no.
And that's where it ends, everyone.
Sure. Right. What's that?
I think I only hugged her after like the mother-son dance at the wedding. I think that was the last time.
What song do you guys play?
Garth Brooks.
Oh, sure.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
I got friends.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Was it Chris Gaines?
It was not. No, it was a bad time.
That's weird. That's strange, though. I don't know. Okay.
Some families just aren't touchy-feely like that.
You kiss your kids?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jesus.
I don't know that I would. I think the Tom Brady thing would have scared me away from
have to kiss him upside down the mouth while you're naked.
I wanted to be
massaged
nowhere
by
near
another man.
No,
well, now Kate, as kids get older, though, forget it. Like you gotta literally
right.
Like every once in a while, Kate will be like, "Come over and give me a hug," and I'll have to I tell them I love them every day and hug and kiss them, but as they get older, it's like get the fuck away from me, Dad.
Yeah,
weirdo. Why are you crying about the trivia match, you pussy? It's not very brutal homophobic slur at me. It's like, wow.
Well, you need tough love sometimes to shake yourself out.
He wants that Boy With You challenge, by the way. He was talking shit again the other day. So at some point we'll do that. Terrific artist.
Just a lot of enemies you're making.
Oh, it's fucking endless. Endless. And it's amazing because I give zero blame to Brandon. None. He played it well. Like that's well played.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess, yeah. He gets very mean.
Oh, but
as do you. By the way,
yeah, right.
I should say, if I only knew you from trivia, I'd be like, this is the angriest guy.
Yes, of course. It's a war. I look at it as a war.
Right.
I'm not there to have any fun at all. Like Jeff's like, oh, I laughed a couple. I'm not fucking joking around. Right. Like you said the thing about John Rich, I wasn't kidding. Yeah. Like I need an answer, John. Like I know the countries in Europe. You have to list them to me, like 40 of them. Like, like I said, well, Jeff, if you accept that as an answer, we'll give you those 40 countries. Will one of them count? It's like Spain, Ireland, England, is Mexico in Europe, Australia?
Just to name a few.
Yeah, Jesus. When the game ended, it was just, everyone left. It was just me, Rico, and John Rich. We did have a team meeting after, which I almost never do.
Oh, wow.
About 10 minutes, and we talked things out. Everything seemed fine.
Oh, good.
Rico had sketched out a drawing of a middle finger with Klemmer's name on it, though. I was like, Rico, you kind of had to do that quicker if you do that. But
art takes time.
But the hate is still real. The hate is still real.
Very good.
I know I have the main question. When are you getting up there, Mike? Friday afternoon?
It's Friday. Yeah, I think I'm going up with Dave.
You as well, Dave?
Yeah.
So you guys are going to set that up. That starts at
6. 6 o'clock is the live show. Yep.
Okay.
Shane's got big plans for this.
He does.
I messaged him about it yesterday.
What?
We're just going to wing it, it sounds like.
It's too bad. It's not going to be an elaborate production. I thought it would be.
I think we should open with a song.
Absolutely. We should do a whole act, I think.
Yeah,
the two of you, when you get together. What was the other? There was one actual world note. I forget. So I didn't see any of the Kevin thing. So I don't, what is it? What is, I saw there's a fight.
I think they're starting. That specifically is a sketch show.
You should go to Kevin. If you want me to, I will. If you want to. If you don't want to, it's also fine.
Yeah.
But why are you laughing? Could be there easily, I think. No or no? No?
I said to Mike this morning that I think he's really in tune with the comedy specials that are coming out, and him giving his analysis as quick as humanly possible on those specials on the YouTube channel, I think is valuable.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
if
something
you
like
want to
that.
do that. By the way, if you don't want to do that, don't do it.
I think I would do that.
Okay.
But also, the ideas I have, I think would make a lot more money for the company too. So, I don't think Kevin likes me, so I understand it. I'm not mad at him.
He doesn't like you, I don't think.
That's the thing.
I don't know that.
I've talked shit about him, so I get him looking at that message and being like, "Fuck this guy." So I'm not that mad. It just I was annoyed because yesterday I felt hope again, and I was like, maybe he'll message me, and then he didn't. And I was like, God damn it.
I think reaction to comedy specials would be new ones would be valuable. Because they talk to a lot of comedians.
Again, I think it's a niche thing.
But I think
for that, I think
I've started writing them more because it was taking me too long to upload the video. So I've started writing them on my Patreon. But yeah, something like that I would probably do.
Yeah, because I think just being honest, I think the why are you laughing about Mel Brooks or whatever isn't necessarily going to hit with the Barstool comedy audience. I bet.
No, probably
not.
It's
probably
true.
Yeah, it's Mike's thing anyway. But I'm just saying if there's some, if you want me to reach out, I'm happy to do it.
No, but if they're doing all this comedy stuff, Chris Rock has a special and Mike is on live.
Mike answers a fucking comedy question for Kevin on the fucking. Ooh, Mike
my man.
Mike would not handle that well.
Well, that's why I wasn't all fired up today, is because I could see myself being like, oh, what the fuck do I do?
You'd be a pretzel.
I'd be a deer in the headlights, and that's where I sympathized with Chris.
Although I think if you heard me say, if you fucking answer this, you're fucking dead to me.
I would have said, see you, boys.
Although I don't know.
PFT, good to meet you.
Well, wasn't there somebody, and obviously this is a different situation, but somebody on...
Yes, in the championship round.
And just said, like, suck my dick.
Yeah. It was somebody who hated Brandon, right?
Probably. I don't know.
Was it Jack Mack, maybe?
A bunch of people sent it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, there's of course you have to answer a question. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So you're saying basically like whatever, whoever does a special. I saw somebody has a special coming up on Netflix this week.
Kreischer had one Tuesday.
That's what it was.
I just wrote a review about it.
Okay, yeah, like that.
But it's like 5-10 minutes.
But they're not doing that because they know all those guys.
No, but I think they talk about that as part of their current podcast.
Like the Feidelberg thing I saw, what I've been watching. What
It's
was
a sketch show with him and Lil Sass, I guess.
Okay.
Like actual sketches.
How was it?
Dave, I didn't watch it. Dave said Dave liked it.
There was like 3 sketches, and they're well produced. I think most people liked it.
Good.
The two of those sketches didn't really hit for me, but one of them I actually like laughed out loud. And Feidelberg was phenomenal.
Feidelberg's a funny guy.
Phenomenally funny.
Good character, like a good character, great guy. So good, man. I want it to go well. I'm glad that Kevin's doing it. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Like if I'm happy to read him. I don't think he would respond, not respond like an asshole. I don't know.
I just get if he's like fuck that guy, I get it because I have talked shit about him. You know.
Maybe I don't know. I can ask him if you want me to.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Damn it. I fucking call him. Jeez.
I don't like the feeling of hope, so maybe you shouldn't.
I think it won't work out for you. I can promise you that.
Good. All right, good.
It's going to end badly.
And his ideas they're not ego based. It's like ideas for
it has
other
nothing
people.
to do with
it has
me.
nothing to do with Mike. So it's a
What do you
team
mean?
guy. It's a team guy
It's a
mentality.
work of charity, you're saying?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, no.
What a guy.
It would be for the company. I'm not involved.
So do you think they'll be like hosting comedy shows and stuff?
I would assume
promoting,
so. Yeah, I think they'd want to keep expanding.
It depends how strictly they follow my idea.
It's a good question. But I do think that's going to be the New York office and once Dan and Dave are gone.
Yeah.
I think if that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
They have a lot of like these sort of, I don't know, like that girl who plays the piano thing.
Caroline?
Yeah.
She had a viral video that like it went really viral.
Yeah.
Probably early this week.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why it was so funny.
What was it?
She was making fun of all those people that are like how to get rich and
Oh, yeah,
self-improvement or whatever. But it was in the millions and millions.
Oh, good for her. I mean, I don't know what that means again. I don't know what that translates to, but good for her.
Something good.
I guess. Anyway, so we're back tomorrow. The real show, I guess. This is a bonus one, so enjoy it. It'll be up there. Mutt is in tomorrow. Mike is back next week. We don't know when we're going to do that show yet. Maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. Does that matter to you, Mike, or no?
Oh, no.
Okay. Does that matter to you, Dave?
Nope.
Okay. And Dave, we got to work. So, yeah. So again, thanks to Jeff D Lowe called in. Thanks to Jeff. Thanks for Mike coming. Go to blindmike.net right now. Go subscribe. Let's get to 600, then 700.
Please.
Got
nothing else.
1,000 would be a 1,000 would be
It'd be nice.
A hell of a nice number.
Yes.
Jeez.
Somebody just sent me a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's the big cat parlay now.
Oh, they changed it?
Yeah.
It's so you can lose potentially.
Yes, there's a lot of different options. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it the can't lose?
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, some of these gambling people were taking him like
very
serious. One of the most serious people I've ever met, Dan Katz.
You could lose. This is not ironclad.
Well, and keep an eye on these golf picks. I mean, the picks came out yesterday. Again, it's a little late now. Ooh, did I circle around the pick I was looking at yesterday, Dave? Mm-hmm. Jordan Spieth, by the way, in the lead right now at -3.
Okay.
Long way to go.
I'm not a Spieth guy after seeing him leave when Justin Thomas won. What tournament was that? Yeah.
I like this Brandon Wu bogey at 9. Let's go, Brandon. What tournament? The PGA?
Yeah, I forget whichever one they were. I don't know if it was a PGA or not. It was on that documentary, but
he won the PGA last year.
Because Justin Thomas sticks around for him, so you would have thought a friend would have been there, but it's all right.
He left the premises?
Yeah.
Didn't he miss the cut?
Maybe, but either way, Justin Thomas would have been there.
If you missed the cut, you're supposed to stick around for 2 days?
Oh, yeah, he would have been there.
You think so?
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
I'll give you a golf pick. I'm circling around right now a little bit. Just a little. I'm not making a pick here yet. Max Homa plus 500 to win one major this year.
Are you allowed to even mention this stuff on this program?
What do you mean? Why not?
I feel like you got to save it for Wednesdays.
Well, no, I'm just giving you sort of a big picture idea. I don't like the fact that all the podcast people like Max Homa.
The world the internet would
cream.
explode
I would
if
hate
he
to.
won the
I
Masters.
almost don't want to make money off it because we see these people like Riggs would be just big cat would be ejaculating. We were watching the golf the other day. Max made the putt. Max Homa. He was like 14 shots back, and Dan's like, you know what? Good for him. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's the appeal of this character?
He's a nice guy. I mean, he does seem like a genuinely nice guy.
Okay.
But like, he seems like he's one of these guys who does want everyone to like him, though. Like, he's always doing these self-deprecating, like, oh my, you guys have been here, right? And it's like him hitting a bad shot or something. You're like, all right, we get it. Like, you know what I'm saying, Dave? Am I saying this right or no?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
For some reason, I just trust that he's kind of like a good yes man. Like, he's just nice to everybody.
Oh, he seems like a very nice guy.
Podcasts, appearances, all this stuff. Yeah.
What was my fourth pick? Low American was
right.
Davis Riley.
Davis Riley. Yep.
Right now, the four leaders are all American. So Davis Riley's even through 5. Long way to go. It's a problem, Mike, with this gambling. It never ends. One week rolls into the next, and it just starts wearing you down.
I understand it.
That's the other thing, Dave. You're like, David, next week, you have Springsteen. It's a golf tournament, too, next week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Match play. I mean, I got to focus on that, too.
Yeah, that was on my mind.
And there's no off season, really, right? You got to do this every week.
Very limited. There is an off season now, thank God, for me and the players. But it's maybe, I mean, if there's some sort of live gambling, I would be open to it. Fewer tournaments, more fun. I could wear shorts with Riggs during it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
There could be music playing during it.
There's
some Dave likes.
There's some real chemistry between you two. Some real chemistry
between me and Riggsy.
Yeah,
he's a great guy.
Yep.
You're a Riggs guy, aren't you?
Oh, day one Riggs guy.
Yeah, Riggs a Cullinane guy. Riggs a Mike guy. By the way.
I like people shit on Riggs in here. Like you guys talk golf a lot, but like he gets the show and everything.
No, there's nobody at Barstool listens to that show more than Riggs. Nobody.
Yeah.
Maybe Whitney. That's it.
Yep. He won he was wearing the 29K shirt in the filming yesterday.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Is that true?
Yeah, that's his.
That's
thing.
funny.
The first week he did something too like that. Yeah.
What's this text Whitney sent me the other day? What is it? By the way, did you see that clip from the Spin Chicklets that RA said he went to prom? He was 22 years old.
Yes. Yeah. He went to 9 proms.
Isn't there a word for somebody who goes to a prom with a teenager when they're 22?
It was a different time.
I guess.
9 proms.
9 proms? Jesus Christ.
He's a popular guy.
And I got Portnoy told me he bet on all my picks this week, so I had to deal with that idiot now if they fuck up, which is just what I need in my life, this fucking lunatic. Sitting there going to Disney World and stuffing his face.
I heard Portnoy. I never go to Barstool Reddit, but it came up in my thing, and I clicked on it for whatever reason. Oh, because it was the March Madness thing.
Yeah.
That Rico made a pick in.
Yeah.
And someone said Dave wasn't, or a bunch of people were saying Dave was not happy with the performance of a lot of people in that.
In what?
The whole March Madness pick thing. He said if he was in the office, he would have been as angry as the Dunkin' Donuts Awards.
In what way? I didn't watch it. Maybe
I guess he said people were disrespecting sponsors and taking too much time. That's what I haven't heard any other buzz about other than that one Reddit post.
Where did Dave say this?
They were saying that's the vibe they got on that program, I guess.
Yeah, he was like on the line when they were doing some video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that could be just Reddit conjecture, but.
Did you get that sense, Dave, or no?
I think I saw a similar tone out there, and I don't know if it was on Reddit or somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Huh.
Said Francis was one person named specifically.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What did he do?
I don't know. They said he seemed aloof and Portnoy didn't like it or something. Disinterested.
Anytime I put on anything, whether it's like the trivia or something, just they have the commercials that are just, the Barstool personalities and commercials.
Yep.
Francis isn't like all of them, the ones I see.
A lot of them are like they're asking people for them, and so Francis probably takes advantage of every
Oh, I know. I'm saying it seems like he's a company guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't know that would come up. Otherwise, I would have researched more. But
yeah, we'll take a dig into that. So Mutt's here tomorrow. Okay. So all right, good. The VIP is all set. We think.
Yes.
You feel good about that.
Yeah. Emails come from the venue, so you'll see that soon.
Emails come from the venue, and the weather's gonna be in the 40s. I saw some scattered snow, but it's gonna be in the 40s. So I think we'll be all right.
Oh, okay. Someone tweeted us the clip of that guy.
Oh, that's Mike Wankum, isn't it? Wankum.
Oh, I thought it was the high pitch guy.
We're talking about the 9 inches. Do you have that one, Dave?
High pressure or whatever he does. Yeah, I finally heard it.
You know what I'm talking about, Dave?
No.
High pressure gives us dry weather into the weekend. I'll see you in an hour. Get ready for a lot of laughs. The Office is up next. High pressure, which is over the Great Lakes.
There it is. That's it.
I got the kind of the mad dog of weathermen.
No, the one where the weather guy was like, 9 inches. And he's like, oh, you'd hate to have that or something like that. There was that guy. Yeah. Somebody sent me that clip yesterday, too.
Somebody DM'd me and said that Al Caprillion is now working at Macy's.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of admire
Which is
that.
fine. He's an older guy, and it's kind of like a retirement
probably
job.
benefits and part-time. And Really? What's he? Where? Do we know?
He's somewhere in New Hampshire.
Have we booked him yet?
Yeah, that was why I was trying to track him down last night.
Okay.
Be great if he was
He'd
in
be
here.
good for that thing.
Yes. It'd be good for a lot of things.
Any yeses on that or no?
No, I still reached out to a bunch of new people for that. Nothing yet. Like all the good, the easy people.
What were you saying, Mike?
Yeah.
Be great if you had him in here and like for the first 10 minutes you're getting a kick out of that high pressure thing and then he just kept doing it.
She's not saying
All right,
that would be a good story. That's why I feel like Al on the phone for 10 minutes would be good. Maybe. All right, Mutt back here Friday. Mike rather on I guess either Sunday or Monday. We'll see. Go to buymike.net.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you. Show tomorrow, 4th show of the week, 5th really. Dave and I took a bunch of calls.
That's right.
The other day. So with Mutt tomorrow and maybe somebody else. Not that person.
We will keep trying. Yeah.
That guy. We're not. I mean,
Scotty D.
I can't.
Funny. A lot of people reach out and say they bought the 2 shirts, or even just reach out in general.
They get scared.
And then they
when the lights come up.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Like, I don't know. I think about that all the time. Like, if they're huge fans of you and they get that opportunity, that would be fucking frightening.
I never think of it that way. I guess it probably.
Howard
would be.
asked you to come in studio.
Sure,
or
I'd be
like,
scared. Sure.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, man. I guess if it's the same, I don't know. But yeah, but it's a pretty. I mean, we really welcomed. I mean, it's quite.
Johnson Arroyo said 0 words last week.
Yeah, the game though.
Well, maybe I'm
and
wrong.
The paper too.
I think it would only be nerve wracking if you wanted something to come of it. Like, hey, if I dazzle Kirk, he'll have me in every week.
I can see it being nerve wracking. Like if today was Friday and this happened last night, and some guy is sitting there. I'm the way I am for the first 40 minutes of the show.
Yes, I agree.
That would be. Mike's been 3,000 times. I could tell he was like, "Oh, what the fuck am I going to do?" That I get.
I've never been. When I was growing up, like I couldn't meet my heroes. Like I'd go to those card signings and I'd bail. I bailed 4 times.
On who?
Well, I don't like it. Not at card
Cam
signings,
Neely.
'cause that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't know why, but I was a kid. As soon as I would get close, I'd wait for hours, and as soon as I would get close, I would walk out.
There's that.
What?
Yeah.
For hours you'd wait?
Yeah, Kathy Cullinan likes to burn me with that story all the time.
Cam Neely?
Cam Neely. Dave, Kathy, we get right up to Cam Neely, and I walked away scared. Think about that all the time.
There's a video that I think KFC actually tweeted out of when we were at Barstool headquarters and Bill Burr was in the lobby. And you see me kind of start to approach him and then stop and he just walks out the door.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I do get that. But like it was, I'm trying
If
to
they
think
come to you, it's different. Like I actually saw a wrestler was with some radio people this week because they were in Providence.
Hey, Dave Cullinan, I'd like to meet you. Come downstairs, please.
That's a whole different beast. I can play that game
like
all
who?
day long.
What wrestler? What are you talking about?
Like if Cody Rhodes were coming in here to promote WWE Raw and he came in this studio, Cody Rhodes and I would be best friends before that segment
You'd
started.
be scared normally to meet Cody Rhodes?
Out in public, yes.
Why?
I don't know why. It's a different element.
He's
when it's
probably
part of-
younger than you are.
No, but it's a different element.
He's a wrestler. You're an adult now.
Yeah. Don't take Cody Rhodes specifically.
Well, you said it, not me.
I just mean that's
Get
because I
off the
saw-
Cody Rhodes thing.
I saw somebody like he's a megastar. That's my only point.
No, he's not.
All right, so somebody to me that I'd be John Bon Jovi.
Okay,
right? If
sure.
he came into for an interview with you here, he and I would be family before that interview started.
don't think
if
so.
I saw him at Halfway Cafe on a random Thursday,
Which I did.
I would never go up to him.
No, should you? Leave the guy alone. He's eating his lunch.
Yeah, but like that's an opportunity right there.
I think Bruce's the only one for me at this point in my life. That I would be like that with. That's it. There's nobody left.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Larry Bird, you said you've met him.
I met him. He was super intimidating. It was in Orlando. I was working for EI.com. It was the summer league. It was the LeBron decision week. In Jermaine, like day. I was at the hotel at Orlando that night when he did it. And I think Jermaine O'Neal signed with the Celtics that day. I want to say, and I went up to Bird, and because he was running the Pacers. And Rob's like, I was like, Bird's. I was texting. I said, Bird's here, and he's like, well, you gotta go get a quote from him. Is the timeline right in that, Dave? Look it up. Jermaine O'Neal signed with the Celtics.
That sounds right.
I was there for a couple of years. I went a couple of years. It might have been the next year. I don't know. And I was like, oh, shit. All right, well, I guess I got to do the only time I was like, oh, fuck, I got to do this.
2010?
Is that when Jermaine signed with the Celtics?
Yeah.
Like July, June, whatever it was?
And that would have been when we were,
Yeah.
09 or 2010?
2010.
Yeah.
So I walked up, and there he was. And like, to even describe what Larry Bird meant to me, is like, it's indescribable. He was my entire childhood, him and Bruce Springsteen. I'm up to him, and I was like, hey, Larry, can I ask you a question? And he was like, if you have to. And he was like super, like a dick, like everyone says. He was like, I was kind of like, this is great.
Yeah.
I was like, Jermaine O'Neal signed with the Celtics today. He did? And I'm like, yeah. And he kind of looked at me. like super like, okay, what the fuck? And I was like, well, what do you think of him? And then he was like, great. Like he gave me like a pretty long answer. And then later on, I got him emailed through the Pacers. I did a story on Len Bias years later, a couple of years later, like the 25th anniversary of his death. And he sent me like a couple of quotes, but I was like, legitimately, when I was talking to him, like shitting my pants. And I was like 30. I was older than probably Dave's age now. I was like 35, 36.
It'd be great if he was just like, you're not even a real fan. I bet you didn't even watch me play.
That's true.
But you could like spit out facts about anybody you edit. Like
Well, Larry Bird, but like if you saw my high school, like my room was all I wore. Larry Bird was my entire existence as a kid.
Yeah.
I can't oversell.
But you could like if Bob Seger were in the restaurant next door and you just bumped into him, you would have something ready for him that would just be insane.
No. If I do think that. I do think that with people, like I already have lines ready for guys like Bob Seger for sure. Yeah.
Would meeting Stern have any impact on you?
Not anymore. No? I wouldn't want to. No, I wouldn't want to. I don't. I think nothing of him now, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Like that means I never listen to the old stuff. It means nothing to me now. It's all been ruined. Wow. And that's, it's just weird, but I'm not like, I wouldn't want to meet, like, look, if Dave was like, he's coming in here tomorrow, I'd be like, great, let's do it. But I wouldn't be.
I think that would organically fade anyway, because there's so much volume if one of your heroes is a daily talk show host. Like,
and you're in the same business, so it is a little
so present.
But he was obviously an enormous influence. But like, if he hadn't stopped being, if he hadn't, like, he was going to change, obviously. But if he didn't change that dramatically, I think I would still really admire him and think he's like. I hear him now. I'm like, oh, he's the fucking phone. The clips or whatever. I'm like, this is fake.
Oh, they. I heard clips the other day of who was it? Oh yeah, Gene Simmons on. He had Kiss on.
Yeah.
And he actually like they said something that made it register with him where he's like, you guys are talking and it's making me think like maybe I should just start going outside. And I was like, now you're having this revelation. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. I forget. Like, if you said to me like Stern like retired I just forget he exists now. It's weird. Yeah. But like you said, every once in a while, what the fuck's going on?
It's this. Honestly, I think it's the same person, and that happens 4 times a day.
Yeah, who is that?
It's whoever lives nearby.
Find out.
Yeah. But yeah, was it just John Bon Jovi for you? At that level?
No, I'd have to think about that a little bit. Seeger, I would like mentally, but I don't have. I don't have that memory of all the things.
The Vanderpump people. Do you think of reality people as less than? Like you wouldn't be as intimidated, like if you saw.
No, I just think of them as really cool people.
Yeah, I do too.
So that's my.
They
problem.
are super cool.
Yeah,
I do too.
But I could have that conversation with them more than I could ever my biggest like actual.
What if you walked out here, right, and just randomly Brady was there?
I'd be scared shitless.
You would?
Scared.
Yeah, I don't know what I would. I don't. Yeah.
He's a very nice guy in person.
Unless he was like just walking a dog, he was alone, and I knew I like wasn't.
What if he wasn't walking
anything.
a dog and he was alone? The dog.
He was doing anything that was occupying him in some way. I would never ever interact with him if there was some.
What if he's not walking a dog, but he's wearing a collar and a leash for some reason? Does that make him less intimidating?
Yes, it does a little bit, a tiny bit.
Yeah.
I'm that way with everyone because I never know if anyone's making eye contact with me. So I'm just nervous.
They're not
inherently.
They're moving on. I think. Yeah, I don't know. There aren't many. I would love to. Bruce is it, but that's going to change Monday according to you. So cross that one off the list.
Well, I mean, you rejected the whole security escort. That was
did not reject it. Yeah. No, but you were like, they'll bring you backstage. I think you think in some ways like they're going to bring you backstage and Bruce, yeah, come on in. Like, how's it going?
Want to slap the bass with me, kid?
Yeah.
I don't know why they rejected like credentials.
Fuck Klemmer, man. What the fuck's he doing? Yeah, Bruce, you got a show. Oh, hold on for a second. What's really interesting about your show is the way you integrate the community. And I'd be like, yeah, you know what? You're right, Bruce. I never thought of that.
That'd be great if you had to be like, I know.
Bruce is like a hot chick. I'd be like, yeah, no kidding. That never crossed my mind.
People don't understand. It's not about Maglio Ordonez.
One day during the pandemic, you're doing 3-4 hour shows a day. That's unbelievable. I don't know, Bruce.
I guess you're right.
That Tim and Canton that time, after an hour, he's like, no, boy, I got a cramp in my foot. I was laughing my ass off.
I mean, you offered Justin a job. It seemed like all he ever wanted.
That elevator pitch. Steve, you hear the elevator pitch?
ups and downs.
Steve Vann's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Jesus.
He was like, I've been on the show. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
How's Stevie doing?
His team didn't get back to me recently, but he seems to be doing okay.
Any interview updates for you otherwise, no?
I don't think so. Struggles all around. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Keep working hard, Dave. All right. Mutt tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.